Jam. Hello. How you all doing? Welcome to some Pokemon Platinum, where I have been shiny hunting this stupid roaming Mesprit for 3 years, and I've never gotten it. So, and now I finally got a capture card for my 3DS, which means I can finally actually, show or like play DS games without emulation, which is pretty nice. Almost 50%, it seems so. But there is ecstatic, I see. I think we have pretty good temperature at the moment. In Norway, it's like extremely like how I expect summer to be, in a way, if that makes sense. Murderer? What are you talking about, Beanie? I would never. You have any proof? Oh, okay, it's still kind of loud. All this is a bit laggy sometimes though, but I guess that's how it's. I never got. I don't know what you're talking about, Beanie. Nothing to be worried about here. No, I see everything red, but the eggs aren't real, so they're impossible to be read. Anyways, it's just how this. But yes, I finally got the capture card to work. I've had it for like over a week now, and I've been struggling to get it to work. I managed to find a slightly scuffed way to do it, but it's kinda also like, like it's working, but it's also like, it's a bit what's the correct word? Like annoying to do, because I need to turn on my PC, then I need to reset it in a special way so that it ignores like driver security thingies, because the driver for this system here to work gets like blocked by Windows, and the only way for me to now like play it on the PC is to ignore that, but I need to do an advanced startup. I play Pokemon Platinum randomized. Got Regigigas as a starter. Do you want the Regigigas as a starter though? Like, yeah, it's strong, but it's also Regigigas. I would assume early game slow start is terrible. But okay. But this is real hardware though, so I cannot even do randomizer stuff. No, I agree that Regigigas is cool. No problem. Oh, okay, we're good. It's just that I didn't expect that to necessarily be the best starter per se. You will also hear me cough a lot, by the way, guys. Hopefully that's fine. Because I'm still a little sick. I have this cough that doesn't vanish. Uh, I feel like I'm basically not sick anymore, but the cough like remains. So that's just what I have. Okay, I can show you guys though how long I've been doing this for. It doesn't say year, but you can see that I've been in Verticavern like for many months hunting for this thing. The only reason why I've sometimes like taken away, like saved more times, is just to get a new, like make this log vanish. But it's so time consuming to try the Mesprit. You guys have no idea. I will show you. I will show you why a roaming shiny Mesprit is so annoying in Platinum to get. Okay. So, how the run or like hunt works is that you have to save in front of Mesprit. The first, like before you have like ever talked to Mesprit before. Then Mesprit will like vanish, right? And then Professor Owen will talk to us about random stuff that we should go hunt down Mesprit, right? So like we have to spam through a lot of text. Then how long is it still going? I need to go out of the cave, and in the top right you see like the bottom part of my screen, right? I don't know how well I'm hiding. No, again, seems pretty good. You see the blinking icon? Like this is where Mesprit is located. But don't let like, oh, don't make you think that, oh, I can just fly to the city right next to it. No, Mesprits have thought about that, because if you fly somewhere else, it will move as well. So I usually fly over here. Some Deltarune theories have weird names. Deltarune? Interesting. I haven't played any of the Deltarune's chapters yet. Okay, so I like to go here, and the way... See, like here it moved. So like if I were to go to the other one, it would have like not done anything, right? Because it would have left. But like everyone who has played the OG, I guess like just in general played like Gen 4 games, know that in order to get the roaming legendary encounter, you need to just go back and forth between two routes forever, and it will move. And sometimes this stupid Mesprit will like move around forever, never going to your route, which is why it takes forever to do each like encounter. And sometimes it can sometimes also jump to a completely random position from where it currently is as well, which is also like very annoying, because then it goes from like, yes, it's right now here, and then I can like, it can suddenly like just jump to where I am, and because I didn't expect it to be there, I will like go out of the route again, and it's like a forever loop. Was there roaming in X and Y as well? I guess there was, yes. The roaming ones. So this is also one of those roaming ones. You got to play game 3 times to get all 3. Like if you're really lucky, you technically can get all 3 of them in shiny in one run, but it's like, it doesn't happen. Oh no, alright, you get 1 per starter, right? In this game, I think there's 6 roaming legendaries, or 5. We have Mesprit, Cresselia, and the Cantonian verbs. And I think Latias is in Heart Gold, so never mind. It's not in this one. Okay, and because I have Max Repel on, we will get the encounter. There we go! This was 1 soft preset, guys. How amazing! And as you guys can see, I am on about like 951-ish. Yeah, it's not shiny. I have the shiny Azelf and Yuxi, which is why I'm only lacking Mesprit now. This Azelf almost wiped my entire team because it set up nasty plots on me, and it was just doing way too much damage. And this is also the save file where I only used 2 Pokemon to beat the game. Because I can show you my team. Like, this is my entire team. Basically, I think I might have another HM slave. Like, we have Prinplup, who I used until I got like both Luxray and Rose Raid. Starivia for Fly, and then I shiny hunted Yuxi and Azelf. I was forced to use my Master Ball on Azelf because it was murdering my team. And now I've been like hunting Mesprit for like the remainder of this save file's time. And we shall see how well we will go today. I'll try to get the decent amount of encounters in. I mostly just wanted to test how well the stream works with the capture card, because I have a bit of a unique PC startup this time, so I wanted to see like if there wasn't any like thing that was bugging out or something. But it seems good. But we shall see, we shall see. If you guys are very lucky, you will see me have the live reaction shiny. For the shiny. We shall see though. I am slightly sick though, so I don't know how hype I will be. Or if I will just end up coughing. How amazing. But yes. So this is the run. This is what I will be doing today. Just a bunch of encounter, like soft resets. I'm going back and forth on the route till I get the thing. When did I get sick? When there was the heat wave last week, I think I like overheated slightly. I ended up like getting the sore throat and headaches and stuff. And now I'm mostly just the cough remaining, and I'm like slightly stuffed nose as well. Like it can be happens every once in a while that I get like the stuffed nose, usually closer to the night. Yes. So the unfortunate thing for me though is that I don't really get sick often, but when I first do get sick, I usually get a lingering cough afterwards, which is very annoying. So I kind of just have to live with that. One time that was more of, I think it was because of that I have this thing now. Like I got a throat infection or something a couple of years ago, and then I got like a cough that lasted like a year because of that. And like we tried to like test if I had like asthma or something, and like everything was fine. It's just that I had this cough thingy, and then it vanished by itself over. Like right when I was about to do the test to check it out of like why I was having the cough, that's when it vanished, obviously. Wouldn't it be better to encounter save right before? Yeah, but the thing is that when it talked to Mesprit in the cave is when it decides whether or not it's a shiny or not. So I cannot like just go here. Wait, let's just wait until I get it. Like I cannot make it arrive here. Up. Okay, that's my bad. I cannot like make it go on this route and then save and check infinitely. That's not how the encounter works. But it's also why if I first get it in shiny, it will stay shiny. So I will like have it kind of guaranteed. And my thing, get the thing though. Please. This is why I've been like hunting this on and off for like this amount of time, right? Because it's like sometimes I just get annoyed that it takes so long sometimes to get that one encounter, because Mesprit just decides, nah, I will not be on your route like for the next 5 minutes. You know? That's very fun. So yes. Sometimes takes forever, and sometimes it just jumps to your route when you don't expect it to, and then you walk off the route and then you look stupid. Like I did earlier, when it just was suddenly on my route, and I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't paying attention that much. Or I was too much into the motion of going back and forth that I didn't expect it to be there. And there's no like specific pattern, you can never like predict fully where it will go. It will usually go from one route to a route that is like in proximity to it, which is why it's like kind of moves like back and forth relatively, like you can kind of see how it moves. And and then it will suddenly just teleport to the other side of the map for no reason. And sometimes it would just stay on the route for like multiple like checks as well. I should have probably chosen some like music to have on in the background. That it's not just this thing, like the actual in-game music. Come on! Get to the route, please! There's also usually the problem, like, for example, there. Like, now. Like, if I go... Because now it's technically in proximity to the route I wanted to be on, right? But it's also, like, right next to me. And not, like, 2 proximities away. So it cannot, like... I cannot do this, and then it would have, like, went to my route. Because it was too close. And it loves to do that as well. The only thing that I've seen it be consistent on is that it can never be on the route I wanted to be on. Like, I cannot be on, like, the route, the thing to the right here. And it's currently here for me. So that I walk into it and it will vanish. I don't know if I explained that correctly, but... Yes. Something like that. Wow! It's not shiny, guys. But see, like, for example there, I couldn't save right before I went to the grass there. Like, that's not how it would be. Then it would have been the same Mesprit every single time. Because that... Oh, oops. Wrong button. Rawr! Because the check is here. The check is the first time you talk to it, and this at this point is like when it decides whether it will be a shiny or not. And after that, it will like stay the same Mesprit until we catch it. Which is why I have to say before it. There's technically a way to like make this slightly faster, or I can skip Professor Rowan talking to you. Is that you can KO Mesprit, then beat the Pokemon League, and then Mesprit will be back in the cave, I think. And then you can ignore, like, Rowan won't show up this that time, so you can like ignore the dialogue in the cave each time. But I haven't done that, and I don't think I have the strength to beat the new Elite Four either. Because they are probably way too high level at this point for the rematch Elite Four. But also, like, now that I finally have the 3DS, I might be able to actually like play some of the games that I feel like doesn't really emulate well. Like, that's the reason why I wanted to get this thing. Finally, like, a slightly faster encounter. I wanted a DS with a capture card in order to actually play, you know, the games that I feel like doesn't really work well with emulation. Like, I wanted to play that Mario basketball game, for example. I feel like that didn't really work well with emulation. But now I might, like, retry it. The same with, like, a lot of the touchscreen heavy games. And most 3DS games, I feel like also don't emulate that well. So now I can play all of those. And I will be happy. Because I feel like most of the games that I have the most nostalgia from is in the DS generation. And it's also just a thing for me. Like, a lot of people will be like, oh, just emulate the games. But also for me, it's like, I don't care about the save file in an emulation, if that makes sense. I don't care how well I've done it on a game. if it's emulated, with a few exceptions. I like that the save file is kind of more permanent in a way. So yeah, I need a real cartridge. I feel like at least. Yeah, noticing that my PC is a lot hotter right now though. Now that I'm starting it up like this, it might be related to the advanced startup. Or maybe I just need to clean my PC again and add in new cooling pastes. That might also be the case. Yes! But also, like, I think for me is that the moment I get this Mesprit in Shiny, I want to do a specific type of run for me. I want to play Platinum, but I will also want to try to get a maxed trainer card in it. I want the 5-star trainer card, because I've never done it in any of my games before. I also found out a thing newly that, because that was just for me, I might show you guys while I'm working on this. Like, for example, here is like, okay, I have 1 star. I've beaten the Hall of Fame, or like the Elite Four. That's like 1st star. Then the 2nd star is doing the Pokemon Super Contest and get a Master rank. This is more of, this run is more for, you know, specifically, I did a challenge run with only 2 Pokemon, okay? Just a person that was like the challenge for this save file, and then I'm shiny into the Lake Tree afterwards. The 3rd star is the Pokemon Underground. And hello, Gizmo, welcome. And you need to get like a platinum flag for your base, which is very simple to do actually. So that one is the easiest star to get. And I want it on this save file. I will get the shiny Mesprit in this game, and then I will probably reset the game and start from scratch and try to get the max star. But one thing though is that I found out that I thought I had 3 stars on my first game file for my first, like, my Pokemon Pearl I played when I was young. I thought I had one. I thought I had 3 stars, because I thought I had done the Underground and I thought I had done the Pokemon contests. But apparently, because I'll show you guys it later, I have a Palkia with 28 ribbons in this game in Pokemon Pearl. For like the Pokemon in this save file, I'll trade it over to one of my other games, so that I will have I will not like just reset it and like make it vanish forever. Find me a while I was away? Huh? What do you mean by that, Gizmo? But yes. Find me a while? Huh? A while? Maybe? I don't know. But apparently for that Palkia I had, I thought I had done the Master Contest on my Palkia, but apparently I've done the Ultra rank on all 5 categories on this one Palkia, but I never did one Super. I never apparently managed to beat the Master Contest once in any of the categories. Maybe I was just too young. Maybe I can do it later. I will try to use that Palkia for the Master Rank star. But I think I have like messed up the Puffin distribution on it, so that it probably has not good enough stats to get the Master Rank. But I'll try it. Because I wanted to have all of it. With that, I thought I had the master rank, but apparently not. But also, I will have you remember, just some person, I was 6 years old, or like 6 to 8 years old when I played this game for the first time, or like Pokemon Pearl. So I wasn't, you know, the smartest. I couldn't read English, for example. So for me it was big number good, which is why my like starter Pokemon had like 4 water moves, because it was like Hydro Pump, Hydro Cannon, Surf, and like something else, like probably like Waterfall or something. And then I have like a level 100 Gastrodon on my first playthrough in Pokemon Pearl. That has, I had it in level 100 before I beat the Pokemon League, because I just had it in the daycare like forever until it was level 100. And then I for some reason didn't know why I couldn't beat the Wish Cache with Water Absorb. Oh, enjoy Lurk Gizmo. Hopefully you had fun doing some stuff. I don't know. But okay, for like the fourth and fifth star though, however, it's like complete the Pokedex is the fourth star. Or I guess you technically can do it in any order you want. Try not to get set on fire. Oh, hopefully it's not too hot for you outside, or whatever is the case. Wish you the most of luck. And the fifth star, at least, is the Pokemon Battle Tower. And you need to get 100 win streak in the Battle Tower. I never got to try it, Red, because it suddenly cooled down enough here that I felt like I didn't need the fan. But I have still the water bottle in the freezer in case the heat wave strikes again. So I'm ready to try it the moment they do it. I will do that just in person. That's why I want to do it on stream, to see if I can get the 5-star trainer card on stream. And that also indicates that I want to try to get the hard captures in for the Pokédex as well. I want to try to get a legit Munchlax, for example. And for example, like Feebas and stuff. I want to try to get them. At the very least, Feebas, I might give up on Munchlax. It just kind of depends on like how, if it seems legit to get it or not. Because the honey trees are like infamously bad for the magic Munchlax. Just as an insurance in case it does it again. Yeah, exactly. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the heat wave that I heard rumors about coming this week. So we shall see. But yes. Now the only problem for me with my current, like, oh, I got a DS with a capture card, is that I need to get the physical copies of the game as well, if I don't already have them. So I did consider buying another copy of Pokemon Platinum, but for me that's like 1,500 crowns, or like 150 euros, to just buy Pokemon Platinum again. So I was like, okay, I will just get this shiny here first, and then I will reset the save file. It's way more understandable, I feel like. I have found it for cheaper, but they say that it's not like a real copy, it's like an emulator put inside a cartridge or something. So it's just a physical disc for the for the DS, but it's not like a real copy. Which I don't know has like some I don't know if it's caveats, has some like problems with it or not, so I would rather not risk it. But ugh, Pokemon games are so expensive these days though. I tried to like look on Pokemon games to buy for the DS, and it's like, why? Like, some of them is like, okay, it's basically just to buy a new game these days. It's like 70 bucks, which is like, okay, sure, that's acceptable. Like, it's expensive, but it's acceptable. But for example, Platinum, it's like twice that. And like, the Game Boy games are like twice that again. Like, if you want to buy Pokemon Emerald, it's like $300. Why? I cannot play the Game Boy games anyway, so on this, because this is a new 3DS XL, and it doesn't have like the Game Boy port, but a DS does. So maybe I'll reacquire a DS at one point, because my DS is literally like, it got so destroyed. I think I have it somewhere still, but it's not like playable on, basically. Because it turns itself off if you like... It needs to be like fully open, and if you try to slightly close the DS, then it turns itself off. So it's like, okay, that it's technically playable, but it's like, I really want to do it like that. What if you do like amazing progress on a thing, and then they accidentally like just close it slightly, and then it's like all progress gone. But yeah, so at the very least, this Platinum project is a thing I want to do, like, in between games, I think. Because I'm very much that I like to play one game at a time type of person, unless I get invited to collabs and stuff. And now I'm just doing this today to test, and because I'm sick and wouldn't want to do the normal stream of Pokemon XD. So my plan is like, okay, I will complete a game, and in between that game and the next one, I'll probably try to progress slightly on the Platinum trainer card run in the meantime, before I go over to the next thing. I might do some of the stuff off screen though, like, for example, if it's just like, oh, just level up a bunch of Pokemon to get like the evolved state and stuff, it's like, okay, that... I don't think people really want me to just do a ton of trainer battles to see me level up Pokemon that much, you know? So I'll probably do some grinding off stream on like those types of things. But for example, I think I'll try... I don't think I will like reset all of my Gen 4 games to get... to do a playthrough on all of them. But I will probably like show you guys my old save file on other games, and get like the exclusives from those games. And then show it and try them over here. Nope. Wow, can you believe it, guys? That was 10 encounters. It only took like half an hour for 10 encounters. Also, for the number 960, I don't think it's fully correct. I think it's probably higher, because I didn't fully count when I did the thing. So the thing I did was I took my Ho-Oh run, because I have acquired a shiny Ho-Oh, and I did that in 720 soft resets, which is also pretty fast. And then I was like, okay, we can just start here. but I'm pretty sure I've done more because I've been on and off for so long on this one run. And each attempt also takes way longer. So we're soon on 1k though, that's pretty cool. My plan was to try to reach that by the end of the day. Like, I will do until I do 1,000 today. And then call this test stream successful. We shall see though. Maybe I will want to go on for longer, or maybe I will go on for shorter. Like, if I start to like really cough and start to feel way more sick again, I'll probably just stop the stream and like say thanks for being here, I guess. But if I like don't really feel that bad on it yet, like sure, why not? Why not play a little bit more? Bum bum ba da ba dum bum. That's also a thing that's. I think at one point I just started to play without music, simply because I started to get a bit tired of like going back and forth and like the music always changing. Let's see. Did you know the owner of one of the restaurants in X and Y owns a... I don't think I knew that, no. I don't know all like Pokemon trivia, to be honest. I feel like I know a decent amount. I've probably like kind of forgotten a lot now, but I think if you tell a lot of Pokemon trivia to me, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I knew that. Or like, I've heard about that before. But I think it's kind of been slightly lost to time. It's been a while since I saw the Pokemon trivia videos online. But it's also like another reason why I kind of wanted to do the full 5-star run is that I feel like the way I've played Pokemon games recently has been that because I usually have done to some degree a challenge run, right? And that's just like, oh, okay, the challenge ends when I beat the Elite Four. That's kind of how most people do Pokemon games, which makes sense. Like, that's the end goal, technically. But it's also like, I haven't really played on the post-game island, for example, in Gen 4 in so long now, even though I really remember that being a good time. So I kind of want to play like the post-game and stuff for a game again. I want to like play this game to its absolute fullest. I'll do some of the cool mini games and stuff like that. This is one of the games that still has the Clefairy gambling slot machines with some of the best music in the games. Like, I want to play a little bit of that because I think you can acquire some Pokemon with that. I want to try to... I don't remember which Pokemon you can get from the casino. But... Or like the game corner, I mean. But I want to do it... I think I've never I think I was decent at the Bob-Omb one. Not the Bob-Omb, Voltorb flip minigame in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Apparently I never really learned the strat to get like the most points each turn. Because apparently there's a way to like multiply points and stuff instead of just like flipping over all the stuff and you get like some points. Like speedrunners for Heart Gold and Soul Silver actually use the Voltorb minigame in the live speedrun because they know how to like play it so fast and get like the most amount of points the fastest. That's pretty good. Come on. Bum bum ba bum bum. Bum bum ba bum bum. And so that's another thing. Oh, okay. I think it was on my thing. I looked away for like half a second. Great. It's also usually a thing that I actually have to slightly focus on moving back and forth as well. I cannot like just like fully autopilot it because you kind of need to like pay attention to when it actually is on your route. And sometimes it just like decides to be stupid. Pop up. Ugh. Coughing forever. So this is like what I've been doing recently a little bit. Just hunted this thing again. The last few days I've literally have not been able to really do much other stuff, so I've done some runs every once in a while. But I noticed that usually I kind of don't want to do that many attempts in a row. At the very least, when I'm just laying in my bed, I feel like I get tired really fast of doing Mesprit runs for some reason. Maybe it's just that I'm sitting in a dumb way that's not good for me. Maybe. But yes. Hmm. For some reason, my first thoughts now as well was like, oh yes, the football cups are still ongoing because Norway is gonna win. Yes, obviously. As you said, just some person, I think it was. We have the rights to Hatsune Miku now because Japan lost to Brazil, and then we beat Brazil. Easy. That's it. That's just how it works. We have Hatsune Miku now, obviously. And then we're gonna beat England so that we don't lose our rights to Hatsune Miku. And then, what is it? There's like 3 more matches. It's like England, whichever people wins in the next brackets. I think there's like 4 opportunities. And then obviously we're gonna fight France in the end because we lost to France with our B team. So we need to like show them who's actually boss in the finale and win, obviously. Hello, the facts. Welcome. How's the new person doing? That's totally new for sure. Trust. Even though he's not as new as me. What you doing? What you up to? Are you sure you're new? I don't see the ring of first time chatter around you. What is this about? Mom. That is suspicious. I hope you are doing good on this Monday. Oops. No, please, come back. No! Right when it goes to my route and then it just decides to, nah, okay, I won't be back there for like the next 10 minutes now because you didn't see that one opening, that's one time. How amazing. I'm no longer asking, I am new. You sure when we go there? Which was my toggle again? I don't remember. Isn't it this? No. Well, you sure wanna go, huh, Tafux? Huh? Think you can beat me? On this? Nah. Don't think so. But I'll accept you as possibly new today. Maybe. You can have it for next time. Maybe. Before the verdict will come. Of being non-new anymore. No! Please! No! Please, game! I was joking. Okay, thank you. I don't remember it. Okay. Was still nothing. Go! Never mind. Go again! Come on. Please! Nah. Okay. One thing I don't know if I really like or not in this is that the screen capture on the PC is slightly hotter colors than the actual game, which means it's like, oh, it looks slightly redder, which is a bad thing because shiny Mesprit is yellow and darker red. I didn't know Ariel was streaming and she's already raiding out. How interesting. I see how this. I think she will probably take it easy today though. A lot of stuff is happening today. She will probably be alright. I will check in on her later today. So don't worry. She can handle anything. I believe in her. Okay. Come on, where's my shiny Mesprit? I need to flex that I finally gotten the shiny Mesprit. Because this is probably the hardest shiny I will ever acquire. Imagine if there's some madman that for some reason has decided that... Ah yeah, let me shiny hunt a honey tree Munchlax. Of course. Why would someone ever do that? How amazing. Go. Nice. I know there is someone who technically has acquired a legit shiny Manaphy. Or legit and legit. I'm slightly unsure how they acquired so many Manaphy eggs. But I think like it seems like the shiny chance is probably legit. Yeah, I know how you get it, but you know, there's only one Manaphy per Pokemon Ranger cartridge. And you cannot just replay the same Pokemon Ranger to get a new Manaphy from it. That's like the stupid thing for that game. Which is why I was like, They got a bit... Either they got like super lucky on like very few chances. Or maybe one of them was maybe hacked in, but I don't know. I wouldn't get surprised if it was like they hacked in the eggs to be able to like do the run. And like the odds were legit. It's just that the way to get, you know, the Manaphy in itself is, I don't know. Shiny Dragtube, Colosseum bonus disc. Yeah, but that one is like that's not like limited to one per cartridge. That's at the very least you can reset the game and then you can get a new Dragtube at least, I think. Or something like that. So I know that that's also a terrible one because you need to play entire game to get the encounter and stuff, I think, but I'm a bit unsure. I don't fully remember. But other than that, I think after this one, this is probably the hardest type of shiny I personally will probably ever go for. Is the roaming one. And that one isn't necessarily just hard, it's just time consuming. But who knows? Oh! Okay, never mind. Went right back to it at least, thankfully. The dream scenario for these like Mesprit encounters is that I just go to the route and it's just at my route already. And it would be amazing. But that's asking for too much. I think I got that twice in a row once though. That felt very great. Like 2 encounters instantly, it's like, whoa. Imagine if I can get this the entire time. Then like each soft reset would, you know, be relatively fast. Then the longest part is just talking to Rowan here. That would be something though to get it today. I would really love that to be the case. Because that means like everything will be ready. Everything will be ready for the run. And then I will just have to beat Pokemon Colosseum first. And then I will probably try to start the run. And then we'll play some other games. And then we will continue on the run. On and off. We shall see. Or maybe it's like I will play this when I have like I want to continue to grind on it. We shall see. Come on, game. Have you done something similar to this, by the way, Justin person? I don't know how big of a Pokemon fan you are or not. Like, how much of the you set yourself into each game if you play one. Ah, yeah. But I feel like I haven't done this type of thing in a while. I think the most recent one was when I played Moemon, and I actually tried to just capture every single Pokemon I could find. That felt pretty good. Yes. Oh no. What's the not like this thing for? And like how much you've set yourself into things. It's like a super committed person to things. Have you got the 5-star card? Imagine, that would be very cool. Because then you know how much pain I will go through. Also, one good thing though for the National Dex star at least is that it doesn't require every single Pokemon. So you can avoid some mythicals and stuff, which means I should be pretty good to just acquire most, like, as long as I have access to Generation 3, and I must find a way to get the access to, like, the Gen 3 cartridges, like Emerald, Ruby Sapphire, and Fire Red and Leaf Green. But other than that, I think I can find a way to get access to Pokemon Diamond, because my older brother has Diamond somewhere laying around. I have access to Pearl, Platinum, and Heart Gold, and I don't think any of us has Soul Silver though. I did want to, like, I remember we've had like my stepbrother had like some games, and I thought I got all of them, but I don't know where they went, because I think I had like an extra copy of Black and White then. I think he had Soul Silver, and he had some of the Game Boy games. So I'm like, oh no, where is it? I need to find this thing now, and I've not been able to find it. It might be in the basement, because that's like the one place I haven't really checked. Should probably try to do that. But for the last yes you said, by the way, is that for that you got a 5-star card, or was it for like, yes, you don't need to get every single Pokemon for the national decks? I don't know which one that was for. You know that it takes a while when like the repel runs out before you get the encounter. Please, Mesprit, come on. Oh, yeah, I've gotten a 5-star card. Ooh, was it for which of the games though? Is it for Platinum, Diamond and Pearl, or like Heart Gold, Soul Silver? Generation 3 or Generation 5? I think it's only Gen 3 to 5 that has the star system, if I remember correctly. Or does even Gen 5 have that at all? I don't remember anymore. Come on. Oh, 4 Platinum again. Which one was the hardest for you then? Because it's either the Battle Tower or the National Dex that is like hard. The Pokemon Contest is not really hard. It's just that baby me apparently never managed to do it with my Palkia. It was probably because of the Puffin distribution. And like the Underground is also like easiest thing ever. I think I'll try to acquire like a good team for the streak. Stand still? Why? Why I need that Kulurch? I won't stand still at all. I'll hunt this shiny. And it will be mine! And not yours! Look at these Kulurch! Ah! Look at these Kulurch! My precious shiny Mesprit and Asuf and Yuxi. You will never have them. They're mine. And I love Duck as well. They're mine. What you doing, Duck? What you up to? Oh! Wait. Okay, I didn't pay attention for a little bit. Okay. Behold, Kulurch. A shiny Mesprit. See! Living! Oh. I guess not. I guess we are up 970 now. I'm doing good. I'm slightly sick. Slightly coughing sometimes. Kind of annoying, but it's like... I'm at the very least, I don't feel bad. You know? I'm not the type of sick that is like... You have like the headache and you're like all snuffy and stuff like that. I'm not like that. And still, I don't remember if I told you. Like it was like last week from like the heat wave I got like slightly sick and then it's just like been lingering since then. Yes, that's just how it is. And Duck will maybe join. Maybe later. Stop being sick. I would like to make it be that simple. Put this too? Sure. Streaks everywhere. I try to maintain my streaks, but sometimes I don't have the time to do the streaks. And then I'll get sad. Ginger tea and lemon and honey. I don't have any of those things. I don't like tea. Honey would be very good. I've sometimes tried to drink like slightly hot, like lukewarm plus water right before going to bed. I don't know if it has helped or not. I feel like it felt nice at least. But I've noticed a thing though, because I have a tendency to get like slightly no. I know that it's like, oh, it might have like bacteria because you. It will be fine, Colbert. Surely. I don't feel like that has like made it worse or better in any way. So might get sick from that. No. We have top quality water here in Norway, so we are good. Don't worry. But yes, I don't feel particularly bad though, so it's like it's just mostly a lingering cough, and I have like slightly stuffed nose sometimes. And I feel like those two things are like complete correlates. Like the more like stuffed my nose gets, I feel like the more I cough. Which is why I like try to like the moment I start to feel like it's like closing off in my nose, I try to like make it stop as fast as possible because I feel like then I will start to cough more as well for some reason. So we shall see, we shall see. But I'm like, I'm basically not sick anymore. It's just like mostly the lingering cough that I have a tendency to get anyways when I first do get sick, which is very annoying. I get like that dry cough. Showers, find shower to help. Yeah, I've done like showers more often as well. Now that I've been sick as well. Feels nice at least at the moment. I don't know if it's like actually helping or if it's just like nice and refreshing then and there. It's like, it's still not bad though. Like, people don't mind taking a shower anyways, so why not? This. You've been busy with stuff though, Colert. I feel like you've been slightly on and off being here or not the last streams. Which is allowed, I guess. Been very sleepy, that's also very fair. Like, it's been a heat wave, like, for everyone in Europe, so it, like, makes sense that people have been pretty, like, drained. Everyone got their stupid hat? What? What hat you talking about? Hmm? What hat? Is there like a hat that you use for like a Danish celebration thingy? Are they drinking like there's no tomorrow? Oh. You guys have your own like drinking hat? You like attach like glasses to the top of it and there's like straw going down or something? Trying to forget what they just learned. I don't know. Oh yeah, graduation stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. That hat. My bad. I was like, is it just like a drinking hat because there's like World Cup? Even though, is that? I don't think Denmark is in it anymore. But yeah, I remember that graduation thing is a thing as well. We have so much celebrating because of the World Cup recently though, and because all the fights are so late at night. We have like people, when we won against Brazil yesterday, for example, like we had like people celebrating at like 2 a.m, like honking the horn on their cars, like yelling, singing high drunkly and stuff. Which is like, okay, it's kind of like, it's nice, like, national feeling, right? Like, okay, yeah, we are in the quarterfinals now, pretty cool. I haven't been watching any of the fights yet, but it's like, you know, the vibe is pretty good. And imagine though, if we can win the entire thing. We have our row crew, our Vikings rowing the boats to victory. I think that's like, I think I heard a thing that the Swedish people were like jealous that Sweden didn't have something similar to Norway's like row. Row! Yes! Gonna win like the Vikings we are. Surely. I think I heard something like we have never been in the quarterfinals in the World Cup before. So apparently this is our high score in the World Cup. So we have never been this good before. And now we have to beat England. Like over the course of the week. I don't fully remember which day it is. England is next, and then whichever other country, and then we have France. Surely France will be in the finale, and we will beat them up to get our revenge match. Obviously. Looking forward to that. And then I might, just might watch the World Cup if we are in the finale. But besides the lack of sleep, it's okay-ish. Football is boring. I'm not like the biggest football fan either, so I haven't really watched. I've like, and if I knew like the match was like happening, I was like, okay, I can like at least look at the score, and then I can hear like the entire city roar every time there's a goal, because every single person in Norway is currently watching the World Cup except for me. Basically. So it's like, okay. I don't even need to watch the game. I can see, or like I can hear how the game is going, you know. There's like all the bars, everyone's watching at home in like big groups and yelling very loudly. It's like, yeah, okay. We beat Brazil. I could hear like all the both the goals we got. I heard like the concern whenever like they got like a goal at the very last minute or something. Blah, football. I think it's like a group thing though. It's like I think or like most sports are usually maybe a bit boring to watch yourself alone. But if you're like in a big group and everyone's watching it, it's like then everything is great, you know. Maybe with then you guys are all like hyping each other up and stuff like that. That sounds like a good time. The only bad thing is like everyone is drinking as well, which is like, oh no, I don't want to be around a lot of like alcohol reeking people, which are also like very much not present. Is Kurt all alone, and Kurt will like to keep it that way. You don't like the football fans? I see. It's a bit funny though. But hopefully they're not annoying you too much. I feel like the problem is that I kind of hear it in like some of the other matches as well. Like not in the same degree as in Norway when Norway is fighting, but it's also like just the entire World Cup, like every single match, kind of people are slightly paying attention. Yeah, like that's kind of the thing that's a bit stupid. But I think, for example, in Norway now, because we won the fights, everything is good. I'll be a bit more concerned if we lose a fight and like every single person in the entire country is like drunk and like super like nationalistic, like this is unfair, and then hopefully there's like not the one person from like the opposite country like that happens to be in that one bar and like, oh no, this person has become target number one. Oof, poor guy. Sounds tiring. I'm very glad that my like practice year starts right after the World Cup is over. So you know, I'll be safe. I won't get like hectic stuff right off the bat. What are your thoughts on sweets? Depends what kind you're thinking. I'm very like a sugar tooth person. I bought like 4 kilos of Nurbi in Sweden like a couple of weeks ago. That bucket is like almost empty now. Yeah. But don't worry about it. And like I like sweet stuff a lot. I like it mostly for candy thing, I think. Other than that, I think I usually like sour a lot. For example, for apples, I like it more to be sour than sweet. For example, losing a fight is not that bad, but losing to the wrong team or country, that starts the real fight. Oh no, that might be the case. Oh no! Okay, never mind, we're good. Calamity? That one is new. Haven't haven't seen that one before. Alright, okay. That's what it was. I didn't see the correlation there for some reason. I'll blame it on being slightly sick. Yeah, that's my excuse, even though I feel like I'm not mentally gone. Cause it runs away. I know. Why were you so curious about sweet stuff though, by the way, Ripar? Nothing in particular? Or was it to mess with Colort, which is also fun? And enjoy Lord Colort, hopefully you're not asleep anymore and have time to do cool things. Or something, maybe. But enjoy Lord. You have a ton? Okay, what type of candy do you like? I'm a pretty big fan of like wine gums, or like there's so many different versions of wine gums. I like the ones that are just a bit more. I don't like those that are very chewy, but I like those that are very like you bite right through it and then they're like very like jelly like instead. Like those are pretty good. I like the sour. Okay, what's the thing I have? Hold on. What's the name of the thing in my big bucket I have right next to me? Fox is also pretty good. This thing is as... oh, it's just a sour Patron. That makes sense. Yeah, sweet and sour is like a good combo. Or sweet and salt is also very good. We have like a thing in Norway called Smash. It's like a... mice corn... like chip that is coated in like that's kind of salty and that's coated in chocolate. That one's so good. That's like my favorite chocolate. And they're also like shaped like Smurf hats. Very funny. Best candy. Which unfortunately I feel like it doesn't work as well in a chocolate bar form because they kind of smash the chip into 2 small pieces. While I feel like it works better that it's more solid, big chip-ish. That it is coated in chocolate instead of it like being smaller pieces. Personally. And also, like, the thing that I'm a bit sad about is that in Sweden now, or in Norway, in the big, like, candy store, they have kind of removed the... Before they had, like, a giant dolphin candy that was like super good. They still have like a small version of it, but the small version is also more chewy, while the other one was more like jelly. Kind of, if that makes sense. And it's gone! No! That's like one of the signature Swedish candies, I feel like, and it's gone. Sadness. I'll never forgive the Swedish for doing such a thing. I'm also very sad that apparently I thought Capri Sun was more of a I thought it was maybe a Swedish only thing, because we don't really have it in the normal stores in Norway, but maybe there's like in some special stores we might have it. But when I like talked about it to some other people, I was like, "Oh, we have that over here." It's like, what? No, I want Capri Sun. I still have like four like small juice boxes left, so it's almost gone. And what's gone? Before they had like giant dolphin candy in one of the big candy stores, or like in one of the big like supermarkets that's like on the Swedish-Norwegian border, that like every Norwegian is like obligated to go to. And they have like lost it. That the dolphin is like, it's no longer in those stores. They have like a smaller version, but it's also more chewy, so it's not even remotely as good. And I'm very sad. It's like the signature thing I was going there for. Wow. I think I'm like most candy, except for licorice. And it's also like, I'm not the biggest fan of orange taste and stuff. So it's like, it's not usually bad in candy, but it's like, I would preferably choose something else over that if I had a chance. If that makes sense. What other ones? I'm a bit unsure. Candy's still pretty good though. Also don't know why, but I kind of get sleepy from eating chocolate, if that makes sense. Like if I don't do anything and I eat chocolate, I get even more sloppy and sleepy. Like I don't really get the sugar rush in the same way as I do with other candy. For some reason. Or maybe it lasts just way shorter. Maybe I get it like slightly and it's like instantly gone. I don't know. Come on, Mesprit, come to my route and be shiny. Am I asking for that merch? Nah, couldn't possibly be that. Come on. Come on. Go to the routes. Up! And then it just teleported to it when it like doesn't make sense, and then it instantly teleported even further away. No! I hate this guy. Ah! Good eye! What have you done? What are you up to? I forgot to open your stream. Hold on. What? What has Color done to you, Kurai? That sounded kind of cruel. Ugh. Sound is all weird. Now we look. Yes. It doesn't even know that Kulert is lurking. He's playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. Wow. I never played any Fire Emblem game. Ah! No! Again. Maybe one day I'll play one. Because I have so many people who want me to play one of the Fire Emblem ones. Which one will I will probably play like Fate if I were to play one. Because I feel like that's the one I have the most attachment to. Mostly because of Super Smash. I really like the characters from like Robin and Lucina. I guess Chrom is there as well. I don't know how much like Marth plays a role in Fates. Corrin is like its own one, isn't it? That's maybe I'm like mixing up the names. I don't know. Corrin is probably my favorite design though of like the Fire Emblem characters that I have never like. I have the feeling that most people, I don't know why. I don't like the idea of losing a character permanently in a game, and I know that you can just choose difficulty that people don't lose a character in, and it's like, yeah, but what's the point then? And I feel like some people will be like that, and it's like, oh, okay. I don't want to deal with that. But we shall see though. I think I will just play it on like normal difficulty, not losing characters if I were to play play a Fire Emblem game. For me, like permanent loss of a character just sounds so brutal. And I also know that I play in a way that that's not a good thing. I play very brute forcey. So it's like, probably not, guys. Should probably do something else. Like Caravan music is so good though. Gen 4 music is so nice. Like every single route has good music, I feel like. Even like this is like calming like town music. And then we have like active route music. I'm very good at tuning to a song, I promise, guys. Give me the shiny Mesprits. Please, game. I don't like that the pattern has told me that it takes about like 25 minutes per 10 encounters. Roughly. Maybe even slightly more. It's like, oh, okay. Very luck dependent on like if Mesprit will like show up fast or not. Come on. Yes. Shoom. Come on, we're gonna reach 1000 today. That's the plan. And then we will call our stream a success. And then I will try to show off some of the other games I have. And then I'll try to not use the games that I have my real name on. But I think most of them is either reset for new save files where I use Eva, or my first game ever, which also used Eva. So we should be good on most of the games. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay. I also haven't figured out a plan for when I first get the shiny Mesprit, by the way. Because then I need to actually capture it, and I don't have a way to like lock it in place so that it just doesn't run each time I encounter it. But I'll deal with that when I actually do acquire it. Ah, no! Please. I was blinking. Promise, guys. Oh, you need a shiny Mesprit? Because I'm shiny hunting shiny Mesprits. So I want the shiny Mesprits. That's the entire point. I need it for my collection now where they have these two. Are you saying that I will just have shiny Azelf and Yuxi and not a shiny Mesprits? That's kind of cruel, man. And hello, Ramsa. Welcome back. I need this. Oh, no! Okay, no, I'm good. You're at work? I see, I see. Hopefully, everything is going well at the work. Have you done some shiny hunting in one of the games before? Not shiny yet. Very sad. One day I will get it. Maybe not today, but one day I will get the shiny Mesprits. I've hunted this thing on and off for 3 years now. Because, whoa. So that's why I also think my shiny count is not fully correct. It's probably higher. But I was like, okay, I will just start the count at when I got my shiny Ho-Oh, which was like 720. And I was like, okay, that seems fair. Just start there, and then I'm noticing how fast the number actually goes up, so I wouldn't assume I'm closer to 2,000, probably. Fast! Fast encounter! Strams are shiny? Maybe. If he wants to be. Maybe he will be. Come on. 17 off. Wow. Bum, bum, bam. How? Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Always really loved the Lake Trio. I don't know why they've like always been like the trio I've liked the most in any of the games. Small favorites. Putting soda because health is very good, surely. I'm saying that while I'm sick, and probably soda is not very good for sick people who has a slightly sore throat, but it's tasty. Come on. Yeah! It was actually nice to me for once. How amazing. Bam, 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 bam. No, if only. Only I could get a shiny. How long is it? I was gonna be like, how long is it actually since I actually got the shiny? And it's like, I don't know, it's not really that far ago because I played Pokemon CA and then I got some shinies there. But I don't really like. I guess I tried to hunt the shiny Pumpkaboo and then it's like, oh no, I didn't get it for some reason. And I never really acquired the shiny charm in CA because it requires so many trainer battles. And then the DLC dropped, and I don't know, I just never played the DLC. I feel like I didn't really play CA for the combat. I feel like I never really even managed to learn the combat that well either. Like I played the game, I captured like everything I could see, and then I was slightly over leveled all the time, so that I just always kind of just beat the trainers without too much issue. I think like I only struggled slightly on like the later battles against like the I think the A class trainers. That's like when I didn't consistently win. I lost like some fights. I was like, oh okay, I actually have to pay slightly more attention now. Oh no. I think if you only could control the Pokemon more smoothly, because you have to play like it slightly through, like you control yourself and like your Pokemon slightly mimics your movements, but not fully. Which is why I sometimes felt like the Pokemon didn't like fully do what I wanted it to do. And then Joylurk, you go. Bleh. Indeed. And the Reaper also. Sure. Mudlurk is allowed. You guys will miss out the moment I get this shiny. Dies of sickness in the meantime. Oh, come on. Please. Bum, bum, ba-da-ba-dum, bum. Come on. I'll be very sad if I'm actually hunting this shiny Pokemon the wrong way. And it's actually like not the correct way at all. And like the way I'm doing it is like I'm always encountering the same Mesprits. But I like watched online what people do, so this seems correct. So like, surely I haven't just done this wrong for like the past 3 years. But it's also full load shiny though in Gen 4, which is like 1 in 8k. So it makes sense, like statistically it makes sense that I haven't gotten the shiny yet. But I would like to get it though. I've had a tendency to usually get it more before, like long before like the odds have kicked in. But this is by far like the longest one. Oh, repel. Come on. Please. I'd like to also try to figure out like a team I want to do for the platinum run as well. I have like one Pokemon I think I want to have on the team. I also one that I like if I get it, it will be on the team, but I'm probably not gonna get it. But yes, My plan is to have like a Phoebus on the team, and I will try to get a Munchlax as well. Would be very cool. Like that Barry has like so many of the rare Pokemon on his team. Or he has very many like Honey Tree Pokemon. He has like a Heracross and a Snorlax. At the end of the story, it's like, what? There's no way you got this legit, this Munchlax. Nah. Does he have an Ambipom as well? I don't remember. Maybe he did. Pop pop. Pop pop. Ah. Hold on. Check. Bang. Another thing that is kind of like slightly funny, but also like annoying, is that I cannot do the post game in this game until I get the shiny Mesprit anyways. Because the way you can get to the post game is that you need to have encountered all the Pokemon in the regional decks. And Mesprit is the last Pokemon in the regional decks that I am currently lacking. Like now that I talked to Mesprit, I can technically go and do the post game. But I can never save. Because I need to make sure that I get the shiny. Come on. Fortunately, the start of that route song is so good. It's always nice to just listen to it. That worked out well. Fine. 13 away! And we are 1/8 of the way through the to get like technically I've done like, oh, you should have gotten one in these odds. Kind of. Imagine if I'm actually like way higher than I think I am. Like, what if I'm actually closer to like 3,000? Don't remember how consistent I was on doing encounters when I been on enough. But it's like when I started counting, I feel like, okay, never mind, it's actually going up pretty well. Oh! Wasn't expecting it to go there. No. Sometimes I also get so surprised that it's like be like that. It's like it goes straight to you, and you don't like expect it to move like that, like consistently towards you like instantly, and it feels like, oh wow, really? Okay, sure. But it's usually like, oh, I'm taken so by surprise that I walk away from the counter. But no. Sometimes it's hard to keep track when you like think you know how it will move, and then it like just decides to do the weirdest thing possible. Bum, bum, dum, bam. Bum, dum. Talk faster, Robin. I don't. Wonder what like the most fast route I technically possibly could get. Like if I do this and it's like are instantly on the route when I go to it, and like I get an instant encounter in the first piece of grass as well. It's like, okay, how fast was that? Because that would be something. If I could like get consistently like one encounter super fast. Because now I think I've been like consistent at like takes like over 2 minutes per encounter, which isn't good. Alright. Oh! Actually went there. There, yes. Easy. Oh. I also think like if you don't use the repel and like don't get encountered, it might like move again. Which I sometimes did for some reason. I was like, okay, the repel ran out, and then I just tried to hope that I would get the encounter, and then I would get normal encounters again, and I did to re-roll for it, I guess. It would take even longer. Yay. Very fun. Going. 11 away. Like the next place is gonna be actually. We'll have a collab on Wednesday, that will be interesting. We'll finally play Hollow Knight again. It's been a bit. So we'll look forward to play that. Then I will like see that I've like lost all my Hollow Knight knowledge. I don't think I have, but would be something. Come on. Go to the thing. To my route, please. On encounter 40 for today, please. No. Come on. Fine. Deep focus. Yes. First try. So it didn't take forever. Please. $990. So no. No shiny, no. sadness. Ba, ba-da, 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 ba. Sometimes I can't understand how some people like really commit to this for like so long. Like I feel like this run has been way too long for this shiny, and then I see like people that have gone for like way crazier shinies for way longer than me. It's like, oh wow, this guy really want this one, huh? But I guess I see the appeal. Like I kind of like the like authenticity speeches, like authentic shiny for like a specific game, for example, right? Like there's tech. Like if I get a shiny Mesprit and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire in just a cave where you just soft reset in front of it, like that shiny Mesprit is technically the same shiny Mesprit as this Mesprit, but it's also like it's technically easier to acquire as well because there's the Gen 6 shiny chance as well as it's a normal soft resets instead of a roaming soft resets. So I don't know. I don't feel like it, I see the difference in like the the different versions of a shiny, I guess. Speech hard. Maybe I should just be quiet so that I will cough less, and then I'll think more about it, and then I will start to cough anyways. Yay! Encountered. There we go. Choop. Meow. 9 more! And we will probably call ourselves done for today. With the short stream. This was always kind of the plan. Just to test that my PC could stream with the new software for the 3DS capture card. With like the weird setup I need to do to make it work. I hope I will find a different way to make it work though. Because I don't know if this, like starting this PC like this so many times is good or bad for it or not. I don't know. Or I think I'm more like vulnerable for stuff, but I think as long as I don't click on anything or like download stuff while it's in this startup version, it should usually be pretty good. Wow, what's just some puzzle? But you wowing. That was a fast encounter as well. Nice. Wow. Ugh. Better Bob. Choop. Bow. 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 I'm also curious how much trivia facts I know when I like play through it, and because I will try to do like a thorough sweep of the entire region. I want to try to get. I feel like, for example, there's one cave that I feel like I've never really, or I think there's actually 2 caves I feel like I've never really gone through fully because it's like an optional caves. So it will be like an interesting experience to like go through that. Then I also have to figure out my team for the thing. I think I have an idea for some Pokemon that might be on the team. I'm not sure if I will keep my starter or not. I do like my starter from Gen 4 because it's my first ever Pokemon ever. But it's also like I feel like I've used Piplup Piplup too many times. This is more of a like, shall I try to make a team out of Pokemon that's not the usual? Because I feel like Sinnoh have like the notoriousness around it of like everyone just using the same team for every single playthrough of Gen 4. Which is like, oh, you will have your starter, you will have a Luxray and a Staraptor, you will get yourself the Lucario from in Gym 6, you might use the Togepi, and then you will have a Garchomp. Like, that's a infamous team, I feel like, that every Platinum playthrough has, even though I've fallen for the trap that I usually use Luxray and Staraptor, but I feel like I don't really use that many of the other ones. I feel like we shall see. I really liked my team for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl though, because I think it was did I use my starter? I think I did. So I had like Empoleon, I had a Abomasnow, Frostlass, Hippopotas, Spiritomb, and oh, which was the sixth member? I don't remember the last member. I think I had like 2 Pokemon that worked well in sand, 2 Pokemon that worked well in snow, and Spiritomb, and then there was the last one. Was it? No, I don't think I used Rose Red because I used Rose Red for this playthrough, and I felt like I wanted to use the Rose Red for this when simply because I hadn't used the Rose Red before. What's the last one? We shall see though. I want to try to make a relatively unique team, for me at least. I feel like if people look at it in, like, from their eyes, it will be like, oh wow, this isn't a unique team at all. It's, I want to use like a team of like Pokemon that I have never used in Gen 4. Which is why I think I have to ditch my starter. At one point at least. Maybe the starter will stay until I get all the other members. Come up with some great idea though. I think I can't technically use a Bidoof because I think I never had a Beeper on the team other than as a HM slave. But I don't know. We shall see. Oh. Okay. 7 remaining, or was it 6? Oh, wow, okay, I'm been going on autopilot. They're 5 away. Wow. Ugh! What is Kurai up to? Is he like in between fights in Fire Emblem or something? I see. Or is it laughing that I'm not getting my shiny Mesprit? Very sad. Or has it moved over to another game? Like Kurai like plays like 3 different games every stream. Or maybe he will actually play consistently Fire Emblem today. We shall see. I feel like I've never managed to do something like that. Like, play more than 1 game each stream. But if it works well for him, I mean, sure, why not? I just like, I feel like I'm on the extreme opposite side though. I feel like I can only play one game each in a row. Binge one game till completion, go next. With some exceptions for collabs and like being sick like today and testing out stuff. But we will get back to XD. God of Darkness. I will be terrified of like soft resetting on the shiny Mesprit though. Of like just being so on autopilot that you don't I don't pick up that it's actually the shiny. And the worst thing is like if I'm not fully paying attention and I will have it like go play through a bit. Like I have my first Pokemon is also shiny, so it will have the shiny effect anyways. Which makes me like not pay equally much attention to just the sound. Which might make me like, oh, not look at it fully, and it's like, oh, okay, it's just Yuxi being shiny. Soft reset. But I think we will be good. Surely, hopefully. I think I will, after this, just slowly, if we get to 1000, I can show you guys my first ever Pokemon save file. I think that will be fun to look at. Went over it slightly yesterday, and I was like, oh wow, this is interesting. It's not super interesting, and a lot of my Pokemon was traded over to Pokemon Black, and then I lost the Pokemon Black cartridge, which made me super sad. But I think there's some fun stuff to look at. Come on. Move. There. Thank you. Yo. 3 more! I don't think it's even possible to get it before the clock turns 6 PM. I think one encounter has to take more than 1 minute. Even with like optimal movement from Mesprit. Maybe? I don't know. I think Rowan is just speaking way too much. Not like I've heard this thing like all the time ever, and then if you guys tell me to like repeat what you're actually saying, I will not fully be able to say what exactly he's saying. I know the gist of it though. It's like, oh, was that Mesprit just now? I think it has taken a liking to you. I think you want to like chase after it. And everything like that, like after everything you've done. After like saving us from Cyrus's plan. I don't think he named Cyrus at all actually. And then like, oh, I think you can chase after Mesprit with like getting the Pokéetch map marker thingy that I have. And it will be marked on the map and you will find it. And then for some reason they did something similar in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but you cannot like instantly see it on the map because you need to go into the map in the menus to see where Entei and Raikou are, which makes it way more inconvenient to get an encounter. Oh. I don't know if the AI for like how Entei and Raikou moves is more consistent though or not. I don't know. I also saw like the person who has like streamed themselves at least get a shiny Mesprit. He uses a different spot than I do to get like he's not doing it on this route, but I don't think it's necessarily a better spot. I think it's technically closer to where you would fly from. So I feel like it's like, okay, it's technically slightly more optimal on like movement. But it's like, this is more consistent to me. It's way more consistent than what I would originally do, because I have like an even more nostalgic place to actually hunt. Because my original shiny hunting spot, or like not shiny hunting, but like where I would hunt Mesprit from was here. But then you had to go through the entire town to get there. Because this is where I caught my first Mesprit on Pokemon Pearl. So it's like nostalgic to me, even though it's way more time consuming to get to this side. And it uses more of the repel as well. I don't think it's even. I don't think there's a spot that is like the best one for shiny hunting Mesprits. You will. It will always kind of either go straight to your route, or it will just do whatever. Go like everywhere else. Because if I were to go to like the right side of the town this time, it will be like, okay, now I will be on the left side. Because, haha, got you good there. You thought you had better luck on this side? Nah, not at all. Wow. Yeah. Speech working, I promise. Down. Come on. Last two encounters. Come on. Imagine if it will actually be on number 1000 though. It will be like, oh yes. Fate! Fate has clashed and it will be today! How amazing. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Blah. 999. But yeah, this number has to be way higher. If I've done like... I wouldn't be this consistent usually. Of like actually doing like 15 non-stop. Because I feel like usually if I were to, you know, just shine out by myself, it's like, okay, I maybe be watching a TV show while I was hunting, or like watching a YouTube video, and then I'll be like kind of distracted, look away for a little bit, and stuff like that. But now I'm like, okay, this is kind of a faster pace than usual, but it's also like, I feel like I've done this many days now. So, I wonder what the real number would be. Okay. Oh wow, a fast for number 1000. And then I would never get that counter in the grass. Oh. Oh. Never mind. Bling! China sounds very nice though. Okay. I think we can. Jump! Do I need to do this each time? I don't remember. Burp. Now I can show you guys Pokemon Pearl. Why not? What about 1000? Okay, well, okay, that works kind of on screen as well. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. I cannot really modify this screen though, unfortunately. So I get like the Zelda one, which isn't necessarily bad though. But it's also like... I would have wanted to go for a Pokemon one if I could. Alright. Don't forget that that happens each time as well. Swapping cartridge. Light up. 2007. Okay, let's also watch through the intro one. I think that will be fun. Even though it's the same as the Platinum one, kind of slightly different. If I got this on release, I would have been 5 years old when playing it. That will be something. And I think I got it relatively early because I had this one, and then after having played through Platinum Pearl, Heart Gold and Soul Silver released, which I think was 2000. Is that 2008 or 2009? Platinum also releases in 2009 at least. Look! I feel like these intros are so good as well. Even though it's like cutscene itself is technically interesting, but the music. Look! Everything is slightly tilted for some reason. Lucas! Don't wake up. Dog! The last. No, this is more of like test stream thingy. I'm kind of sick, and I've got this is like real hardware with a capture card that I was like testing out to see if it worked well on stream. I'm not really that sick. It's just like I have an annoying coughing, which is like it gets like worse and worse the more I talk. So it's like I don't want to stream too much while that's the case. Okay, this here is my first ever playthrough of the game. Like, this is my first save file. 678 hours playthrough. For some reason only 2 stars, even though I thought I had 3. I'm almost a millionaire. Yeah, 2008 save. Wait, does it say that? I don't... Oh yeah, it does. I got it for Christmas? Oh, I actually didn't remember when I got it. Behold my Palkia. My pride and joy. Look how many ribbons I have. I have all the ribbons for my Palkia, even though I have apparently never done the Master Contest on any of them, but I got the Ultra one on all 5 categories. I have the cutest Palkia in existence. Look how beautiful it is. I think I've like messed up the puffins. I didn't like do them optimally, so like the stats are terrible, which is probably why I've never managed to do the Master Contest. We also have Jirachi. I got like the mystery gift Jirachi. Really cool. Got it from my aunt. Super cool. I don't know why I have a Floatzel on my team, but I do. And I will show you guys some of my Pokemon in my Pokédex PC, I mean. How are you doing, by the way, Baham? I forgot to say hi, actually. So many gods and a Floatzel. Yes. actually have no clue why the Floatzel is on the team either. Okay, I have some unique Pokemons that is like very special to me. I have my original Gastrodon that's level 100. This one is like my most prized possession, which I got from my cousin, which is not named Todd, by the way. I don't know why. Like, his save file is named Todd123. I got equally surprised as you guys yesterday when I like revisited the save file. But this is my absolute favorite Pokemon ever. This specific Gastrodon from level, which is level 100, which has the champion ribbon, obviously. This is the first champion ribbon as well. Like, this is from the first time I beat the game. And I had this Gastrodon was in level 100 when I beat the champion for the first time. Because I've left this Gastrodon in the daycare with an Azumarill for like an eternity. Until it was in level 100 for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I think I just wanted a ton of shadows, which I don't have anymore. I think... Do I have that Azumarill? Where's the Azumarill? And also, you see the typings here? Like, yeah, this is my favorite water type, obviously. That's how it works, surely. There's the Azumarill. There it is. This is the Azumarill that also was in the daycare for like forever. Well, they got their bonus. Don't you know that in this game, you have to pay more to get your Pokemon out of the daycare the more they have leveled up inside it? I think I got like bankrupt getting that Gastrodon out of the daycare. It costed like 70,000 Poké-dollars or something. I don't remember which level it was in when I put it in there, but it was like extremely expensive. And the Azumarill for some reason didn't level up as fast. Wait. Ah yes, the typical name that every Pokemon, every Poké Trainer needs to have at least one of these. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Obviously. Okay, where's my first ever Pokemon? What was this? Lucario. Is it? I don't remember if I've used this for anything specific. Okay, you've been in the Champion Hall at least. Ah, yes. I guess it is my first ever Lucario, most likely. And my Crobat. You've also probably been the Elite Four. Yes. I thought you meant you. Yeah, my first ever Pokemon is this one. This is my first ever Pokemon. This Empoleon. Because this is my first ever Pokemon game, and this is my starter. Behold. The penguin, yes. Ah, okay, this is not the moves I remember. I'm pretty sure at one point I had, like, Surf or something instead of Drill Peck. Which is why I found it, like, it was impossible to beat Bertha's Wish Cash in the Elite Four. Because it has Water Absorb. Oh. Wait for Ice down. Hello! Welcome! How are you doing, Kurai? Wait, hold on. I don't know why the sound is getting all glitchy. Copy. Shoutouts. How was the 3 houses? I might lose power, so I rated that. Oh, I see. Unfortunate. I hope you're not like losing your power again. I feel like it happens a lot. That sounds very unfortunate. But hope you stay safe. good luck. I'm showing you, chat, my first ever save file on my first ever Pokemon game. Look, my first ever Rampolio. This is my starter. My first starter ever. I'm lacking a lot of like legendaries and stuff because most of my legendaries was like traded over to Pokemon Black. It's so hot and humid lately, it's finally raining outside. It's also thundering like crazy. Oof. Yeah, I feel like last week we had like the type combo of like hot and humid, and it was so hard to breathe. It was terrible. And now we have like the optimal summer temperature, which is pretty nice. But I hope you did have fun with the Fire Emblem though. To like the best ability before like the storm was like kicking in and stuff. I have one thing, Kurai, that you will never expect me to have. And what do you think that is? I also don't know if you have gone out and enjoyed your post-stream self-care and stuff. Did I make sure to charge my Switch battery pack in case it goes out? That sounds good. Hold on. Wait. I have this Palkia here. What do you think is possibly very special about this Palkia? Well, you see, this Palkia here, wait, it took me like 7 months to get to Spare Pillar. This Palkia has so many ribbons. This is my Pokemon contest star. Oh, whoops. It has like 28 ribbons. It has won the Ultra Cup in all categories. And for some reason, it seems like I never managed to beat the Master Cup. Somehow, when I was 7 years old. But, I tried my best, I guess. Everyone was afraid to disagree. I see. But yes. So I have the cutest Palkia in existence. Look how happy he is about all of these rewards. Oh, amazing. I think I can get some more. Like, I want to try to use this one for my next playthrough of the game. For like the 5-star trainer card. And I want to try to see if I can get Palkia to get Masterclass in all categories. I want that so badly. My precious Palkia deserves all the love he can get. But yes, could I take care, do your post-stream self-care and stuff if you want to, or you can be here. I will probably be done for today soon as well. I'm not fully healthy at the moment. I was like testing out the stream to just see if the capture card were working, and I will probably raid out myself. I have this mystery gift Celebi as well. Does it have anything special? Oh. And then I got like a Fione, a bunch of Fiones from, I think my older cousin, like one of my cousins had a Manaphy. And then Manaphy's can create more Fiones, so I got like some Fiones. And then I have like one Ritum for each farm, which is named after, like some of them are English and some of them are Norwegian names for some reason. Like Gress instead of grass, and Luft, obviously, instead of air. That's why I have so many Rotums. Yeah, like Rotums Rotums you can always just breed yourself. Like you can get like It's not really a legendary, even though it like has the legendary music when you encounter it. Even though it's also in my legendary folder, it seems. I don't think I have that many interesting Pokemon anymore though. I think I traded over so many to Pokemon Black, and then I lost the cartridge for Pokemon Black. I got so sad. My level 72 Blissey for some reason. Anything else? Why do you have XP share? Like, why do you this Arcanine just randomly holding my XP share? Okay, sure. And my favorite water type, of course, as I showed earlier. Salamence, obviously. I think I still have my save of Black in my Magic DS. Magic DS? Why is it so magical? But I think this save file here, I will never reset Pokemon Pearl. Never. It's not happening. Like, this save file is like untouchable, even though I've never really played with it in like a decade probably, other than to just look at it. I haven't even like really done much on the Pokédex and stuff either. Like, there's probably a bunch of stuff I can... Yeah, I like obtained 277. I was never really a collector or like a completionist back then when I first played the game. And then I went like over to Heart Gold, then to Black and White, and upwards from there. I haven't replayed my original save files that often. I did reset I apparently resetted my Heart Gold save file twice, which I was a bit surprised about, because I think I only resetted it once. And then I replayed the game to modify my trainer ID to make it so that you could get like a Q-Charm run. Because there's that bug in the Gen 4 games that makes it so that if you have a Pokemon with a Q-Charm and the correct like trainer ID, like a specific trainer ID, it makes it so that a Pokemon of the opposite gender of the Q-Charm you have has like a 20% chance of being shiny. It's like crazy high. And it's like technically legit. Like, the only thing I actually replayed on that save file is the trainer ID. Like, that's not only like cheated thing. And yeah, it's like a bug for some reason. I don't know why it exists, but it does. But it's like, it's basically impossible to find yourself. I don't even know how someone found it. It was probably someone who randomly had the original, like the correct trainer ID combination with, because you also need to have, you have to have this correct gender of the Q-Charm one as well, because the trainer ID is only for a specific gender as well. So for me, in my Heart Gold one, it was for, I had needed to have a female Jigglypuff, and I only got like shiny male Pokemon. And if you were to like have a male Jigglypuff, it wouldn't like have the bug. Then it wouldn't work with the Q-Charm shiny thingy. And I also shiny hunted my Ho-Oh in that save file. But the thing is, like, Pokemon that is like specifically gendered, like a Taurus that has to be male and a Milk Tank that has to be female, for example, can't be affected by the Q-Charm thing. And like genderless Pokemon, like legendaries and stuff like that. I would like to show you the shiny Ho-Oh, but it's in the save file on the game that has my real name on it, so I would Maybe another time. Maybe I will show it another time. Because I traded up a lot of them over to my white 2 save file. And it seems like I didn't trade over all the Q-Charm Pokemon I had for some reason. I don't know why I didn't do that. Because I had 2... Another thing that also causes the... in the Q-Charm bug as well is that Spindas stay the same pattern for some reason. So I had 2 shiny identical Spindas, which is technically the 2 rarest things that you could possibly have. But because the bug causes them to like technically stay the same pattern, it's not really rare. But I don't have them anymore. I didn't trade them over to white 2, and I have resetted my Heart Gold save file for some reason. I don't even remember why I reset my Heart Gold. But I have like another playthrough on it now. It was strange. Or maybe it's been like my older brother borrowed it or something and they didn't say it to me. But I feel like it would have if it wanted to reset the save file. I feel like that's a thing you would usually ask each other about. But yes, I have so much nostalgia for the Gen 4 games, which is why I'm really looking forward to play. I have to get the shiny Mesprit first though, because when I first get the shiny Mesprit, I will trade over all the Pokemon to like one of my other save files, and then I will reset the Pokemon Platinum, and then I will try to go for the 5-star trainer card run, which I've never done. Even here, like I thought I had the 3 stars because I was like, okay, I'd beaten the master contests, and the Hall of Fame and the Underground, but apparently I've never beaten the master contest. I only did the Ultra one with Palkia. But I knew that I had never done the Battle Tower and the full National Dex, because I've never tried it on the save file. But maybe one day. Maybe if I do everything on Platinum, maybe I'll trade over a bunch here and get a 5-star on my first ever save file as well. That would be something. Oh yeah, that's also a thing. You can do this. Like, you get the gym leaders, and then you can get, like, the gym badges. That gets dirtier over time, and then you can, like... you cannot see my cursor, though. But you can, like, shine up the badges. And all of them make, like, a different sound. It's, like... make, like, different sounds. You can make them really shiny as well. Hold on, let me show you the max one for Rourke. You would think this is the max one, but nah. Give me more shiny! More sparkles! Come on! There! All the sparkles. Wow. And then you can like play music on the badges, because each badge has their like unique sound. But yeah, this game is fantastic. I love it with all my heart. I have anything weird in my like backpack for some reason. I have 62. Oh, that makes sense that I have so many art skins. I was in the underground for so long. That adds up. If I can acquire an item in the underground, I probably have had a bunch of them. Lucky Punch. I'll get distracted playing the badge sounds. Yeah, it's a very nice thing. Wait, hold on, I have an XP share here, and I had one on the Arcanine. Did I trade it over from somewhere? I have two. I remember that I had a lucky egg at one point, but I was trading a Togepi, and Togepi had the move Gifts, which makes you throw your item and give it to your opponent. And in this game, you permanently gave the item to the opponents, so that I permanently gave away my lucky egg to a random wild encounter, and then the wild Pokemon died and I lost the lucky egg. I remember that very clearly in my head. I remember even like where on the map it was. I don't remember where that point in the map is anymore, but I remember exactly where it happened. But yes, I think this was my plan for today though. This stream was a big success. The capture card works like a charm. Nothing is really that laggy either. The only problem is the way I need to have some weird stuff that hinders me to like play or like get the capture to work normally. So I need to do an advanced startup on my PC each time to make the capture card work for some reason, because it's the driver thingy like hinder some of the later updates on Windows, like flags the driver for the capture card. It like flags it as like potentially dangerous, right? Because it doesn't know what it is. So I need to like do an advanced startup and like turn off like device manager like checks in order to make this work. But that also makes it so that some of my other games, if I were to like open that up right now, I don't think I can. I think I've tried to play Unturned yesterday, and I couldn't open the game because of the things was turned off. So I need to like reset my PC again back to normal. Imagine if you already started the stream and they forgot to turn it on. Yeah, but then the game itself wouldn't open, and I usually open all the stuff before I press start. It would probably just be that I would start stream later in the day. But yes, but this capture card works pretty well though. When I first got it to work, it works very well. Even though I noticed that if I tap out of the browser it's in, it's kind of it makes the sound a bit more laggy. What kind is it? Or it's more like this capture card is like built into the 3DS itself. It's like manually installed. And I bought it off of someone on eBay. And I also didn't choose the music here. The guy like has this as the default thing for your 3DS. I don't think I can change it. Or if I do change it, I don't think I can change it back. But yeah, it's pretty good though, and the music is very calming. So I don't really complain. I just haven't played Breath of the Wild. But I do like Zelda a lot though. What was the card? I think the card itself is from Optimize. But it's like physically installed into the new 3DS. So I bought like the 3DS with it already installed. Kind of thing. So it has like an USB-C port, like modified into the 3DS itself, which is very interesting. I want to buy PS2 at some point or PS3 just to capture it. I think if that's the case, I think you should try to get an older PlayStation 3 that is backwards compatible. Because I have the problem that I have like gotten the stuff that is like I I can stream a PlayStation 3, but my PlayStation 3 isn't backwards compatible, so I cannot play PlayStation 2 games. But the PlayStation 3 has like anti-streaming countermeasures. So you need some more like cables to like bypass it, which is very annoying. Oh, did they even? I don't know. Like that, it works at least. I'm happy it works. I got very concerned when I downloaded like all the things. I got like a manual on how to like download the drivers and stuff, and it didn't work. I got like, oh no, I used so much money on this 3DS, and it doesn't even work. So I was so happy. I actually used. This is the only time I've ever used ChatGTP, and it actually managed to make me fix the problem. So maybe AI isn't that bad after all. I've never used it before, but my girlfriend recommended me to use it to see if it like could maybe figure out something. So um, and then it did, kind of. It's still a bit like inconvenienced way to do it, but like it works at least. And then maybe I've still asked my one tech guy that I know, who knows like everything with a PC. At least every time I've asked them to see if maybe he has a better way to do it. Increase the RAM. Oh, I wish you could just install more RAM because I need more RAM on my PC. To this, I think we're done for today. The RAM price, that's also true. It's like crazy high. I've never been in the RAM or like. I've always been more of a laptop user, which is why also I buy like a fully pre-built PC, right? I don't really buy manual pieces, so I've never like fully known the full struggle. I only know like the limitations that a laptop brings, kind of. Because I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, right? But I think 8 of them goes like directly to just run the laptop, so that I basically only have like 8 gigabytes of RAM, kind of, or something like that. Who's a good target for today, though? I can close you down for today. You all look weird. I think our cool Victory Awesome King is live. And she's working on drawing an emote for me as well. Wow. How cute. So maybe we can just raid over to her. And we can be happy. Yes, yes. Thank you for having been here, though, Baham. Was fun talking. And also, if you're curious about the capture card thingy for a PlayStation 3 and stuff, I can like help you out with that, like to some degree. I know what I did to make it work at least, but it's also like up to you, I guess, because it's a bit inconvenient how to like stream up on the PlayStation 3. There is probably, at the very least for me, who uses only a laptop with one screen, like with just the laptop screen. I think it is easier if you have a separate PC or like separate monitor only for the PlayStation 3, and then the PlayStation 3 like gets connected over to the, or like that monitor gets plugged in over to the PC. I think that makes it easier, which you probably makes you don't need to do what I need to do. Because I try to make things easy for myself, but I think I also need. Uh, I think I make some stuff way more complicated for myself as well. And yes, Maro, I have. Can you tell just by the by the current screen, or do you like recognize the? I think the Legend of Zelda background here is actually like the signature background for like the guy who sells these things. Yes. But yes, I will return one day. Next stream will probably be on Wednesday when I have a collab. Hopefully I'm not as coffee, as like snuffy as today. And then after that I will continue with my Gale of Darkness playthrough. Because this was more just testing the capture card, if it worked or not. Mhm. But how you doing, Marrow? Hopefully you have had a good day. I'm unfortunately planning on kind of raiding out already. It was just short test stream kind of thing today. I did like 50 soft resets for my roaming Mesprit, which was painful. Or I guess it wasn't that painful, but it's time consuming. A huge gacha pulling. Ooh, sounds nice. Always good to hear when some people like really get what they want in like gacha stuff. But yes, my plan is to raid over to Victory Awesome King, bring them lots of love, and we shall meet on Wednesday, where we will be doing an archipelago uh, like cooperation run where I will be playing Hollow Knight and the others will play some other games. And hopefully we'll all be able to beat the game. Surely. Depends on the luck on the polls we get, I guess. I think it will be nice. But yes. The timer is running out. Slowly. I can do this here actually. Bye bye. Video capture. We can go to ending soon. Para para para. Ending soon. Can you believe it? See ya all Wednesday, probably. Maybe tomorrow if I feel good and want to play Pokemon. We shall see. I don't know. Bye bye.
Oh my goodness.